Hi, it's Michael Stevenson with Transform Destiny, and I am so excited because today is Memorial Day in the United States. And Memorial Day is a day of not only reflection, but most importantly, gratitude. As I look back on my life and all the things that I have in my life now and all the things that I've had in my life and things that have happened in my life, one of the biggest lessons that I've learned is to be grateful for everything in life. You know, there's a lot of things in life that are naturally easy to be grateful for. When you have a great relationship, when you have something nice happen to you, when you get a raise in your job, or whatever it is. There's a lot of things that are naturally easy to be grateful for. And then there's those challenges that we have, right? And one of the things that I've learned in my life is that no matter what the challenges are that I've had in my life, or maybe even challenges that I'm having in my life, to stop and be grateful for the challenge, because every challenge that you have is an opportunity for you to grow. I'm a personal believer that everything that happens in your life is not happening to you, but happening for you. And if you believe that, and if you're grateful for the challenges that you have in life, then every single event that happens in your life actually makes you a better person. It grows you into who you are. And I've found that to the extent that you struggle against those challenges is the extent that you get held back in life. But to the extent that you be grateful for the challenge that you're having and then grow through that challenge is the extent that you grow faster and better in life. And so, one of the things that we're doing to kind of commemorate Memorial Day is we've taken my Wealth Imprint system and we've put it at a massive discount this weekend. And so for the next, until tomorrow night at 11:59 p.m., you can actually get the Wealth Imprint system at 93% off. And one of the reasons why I chose the Wealth Imprint system for this holiday is in particular because this is a holiday of gratitude. And I've found that the gratitude is so important in building wealth and abundance and prosperity in life. There's so many things that hold us back. And when I look back on my personal journey, 25 years ago, I was homeless. I was 19 years old. I was sleeping on a park bench in Tustin, California. I was homeless, friendless, aimless, had no money, I had no self-worth. And I really thought that I didn't bring anything into this world that anybody would want to talk to me or be with me or have anything to do with me. I was really at the bottom of the pits in my life. And the interesting thing about being on the street was that my perception at 19 years old was that everything that happened up until that point happened to me. And I believed that I was on the street because of the people and the places and the circumstances that surround me. But a very interesting thing happened as I grew through the challenge of 6 months living on the streets, is that when I came out the other side, I began to notice that it wasn't the things outside of me that put me there. As a matter of fact, I kept trying to change things outside of me. If we get in these situations where if you don't like your job, you quit your job and you go get a new job. Or if you don't like your car, you sell your car and you go buy a new car, right? Or if you don't like your relationship, you end the relationship and get a new relationship. But the interesting thing about that is more often than not, when we walk away from a situation, an external thing, when we try to change the external thing, we end up back in a new, job or car or relationship or whatever it is, and we end up with the same situation. And that's what was happening to me. No matter how many times I tried to change the external circumstances, I kept ending up back in the same place or worse. And that's what put me on the street. When I got off the streets, I started to realize that maybe my mindset had something to do with me being on the street. As they say in electronics, I had a short circuit between the headphones, right? There was something in here that wasn't working right for me, and that gave me the results that I got. I remember when I got off the street, I was watching one of the morning TV shows, Good Morning America or something like that, and there was this pop psychologist on that said, if you have negative thoughts, and I did, I had this enemy living inside of my head with my, my self-talk and all my negativity. They said, if you have a negative thought, put a rubber band on your wrist, and then anytime you have that negative thought, take that rubber band, pull it back as hard as you can, and go whack, right? And the idea behind it was that the subconscious mind moves away from pain, so that if you create pain every time you have a negative thought, it will move away from negative thoughts. I remember I went to my grandmother's drawer at the time, and I got this big rubber band and put it on my wrist. The very first negative thought that I had, whap, oh, ow, right? And I did it another time and another time. Probably did it 2 or 3 times at most. It actually drew blood one time, which was really bad. And I decided I wasn't going to do the rubber band thing anymore. But I sort of got the point of the whole exercise, which was that you need to start interrupting those negative thoughts and replacing them with positive thoughts. And so I got really into personal development. I got really into, rather than trying to change all the external circumstances, let's work on what's going on up here as a computer programmer, I understood the importance of programming, right? And if programming a computer correctly is important, then programming your mind correctly must also be important, because this really is just the most powerful computer in the universe. So I really started focusing on changing my mindset. And over the next few years, I got really successful in terms of attracting abundance in my life, but I wasn't necessarily happy because I wasn't doing what I was really fulfilled in. Because I really believe that just attracting abundance isn't necessarily the only thing to create happiness. And I'm not saying money's bad. Certainly there are a lot of people who think that money makes you miserable, but it doesn't, right? Money doesn't make you happy and it doesn't make you sad. Money is just an amplifier. If you're a happy person, it'll make you happier. If you're a sad person, it'll make you sadder. If you're a greedy person, it makes you greedier. If you're a benevolent person, it makes you benevolenter, right? That's how money operates. And so what I realized was there came a point where I finally crossed the line. Whereas instead of just attracting things into my life, I really started to architect my life and to create the life that I wanted. To such an extent that at 19 years old, I was homeless. 20 years old, I was working as a security guard making minimum wage. By the time I was 28 years old, I was making $250,000 a year in a computer programming career. By the time I was 38 years old, I was living my purpose, creating massive wealth in my life, and not just massive wealth, but massive freedom, right? To find the love of my life, to have health, to have complete abundance, to the point where, you know, my wife and I, we own companies now like Transform Destiny that help tens of thousands of people improve their lives every year. And that's created a freedom for us, a wealth for us, and a lifestyle for us that we can travel the world full time. So I'm really happy to say that 25 years later, we are once again homeless. But it's a very different homeless, right? It's a homeless on purpose and by choice. We live in whatever city we want to live in, anywhere in the world. We're currently in beautiful Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. In a couple of weeks, we'll be in Havana, Cuba. We'll be spending 2 months in Asia this year. And, you know, the thing is, that is possible for you. If I can go where I was at 19 years old, if by reprogramming my mind, I can end up where I am now, then I know that you can have what you want in your life as well. And so that's what the Wealth Imprint System does. It's a 30-day program of what I call passive subconscious re-imprinting sessions. And those are recorded sessions with me that combine multiple things together in order to help you change your mindset automatically. What if, you know, I mean, think about this, right? We all have limiting beliefs and blocks around wealth, abundance, and money. We can't help it. And by the way, those aren't your fault. Those come from your childhood. They're absorbed from your parents and your family and your environment and TV shows that you watch. They come from your social circles. They come from your location in life, where you live. They come from many different places. But we all have these limiting beliefs that get built up inside of us, and these blocks, these mental blocks. What if you could simply remove those blocks and change your life, which is all I did, right? All I did was remove the blocks that were holding me back, change the limiting beliefs to change my reality, and that helped me create the wealth and abundance that I have today. And I want to share that with you. So for a very limited time, until literally tomorrow at 11:59 p.m., the Wealth Imprint System is 93% off. You can get it at a massive discount. These, by the way, these sessions that I do, these recorded sessions, we normally sell them for $30 a piece online at transout.com. But because of the fact that we've put this together in a system, this is a 30-day system. And by the way, the recordings are simply 15 minutes per day. So you don't have to take a lot of time out of your day. I made sure to keep them very short, because to get through 30 days, if you had to listen to hour-long, you know, meditation tapes or hypnosis tapes or things like that, you wouldn't be able to make it through 30 days. These are direct and to the point, 15 minutes per day, exactly what you need. And some days focus on eliminating limiting beliefs. Some days focus on eliminating negative emotions and thoughts. Some days focus on creating positive beliefs and positive habits, and other days just focus on helping you create the right mindset, like gratitude and things like that. So every day focuses on a different aspect of your mindset when it comes to wealth, abundance, prosperity, and money. So I hope you check it out. It's guaranteed. If you don't like it within the first 30 days, just send us an email. We'll return your entire investment. I know it worked. It's worked for me, and it's worked for hundreds of other people who have tried the product, and that's why I'm so comfortable guaranteeing it. And you know, essentially what I did when I created this product is I took the last 25 years of work that I did on myself, painstaking work, where I had to go through and uncover every limiting belief and every mental block and every negative value and all those things. And I worked on those things individually, one at a time, using techniques like self-hypnosis and NLP and EFT and, you know, all of these different techniques that I'd learned over the years. And so really what the Wealth Imprint system does is it allows you to do in 30 days what I did in 25 years with my life. So I hope you check it out. The special address for the sale is wealthimprint.com/flash, because it is a flash sale. And you'll get that at 93% off, and I know you're gonna love it. It's guaranteed. So hope to see you in the program. I hope you get a lot out of it. I can't wait to get your testimonial telling me how much more wealth and abundance and prosperity you're attracting into your life with your brand new mindset. And happy Memorial Day if you're in the United States, and happy Gratitude Day wherever else you are. Thanks for listening. Bye.